Welcome back to Revealing the Hidden. Last week we were discussing about what is a broken heart and how we can identify, am I going through the pain of a broken heart, or how I can identify the people around us are undergoing the same emotion. Today we are going to discuss how we can manage the emotional pain what we are going through because it's really hurting, and how we can prevent in further part of our life. Yes, Moni, we are going to discuss now how we can manage or how I can treat my pain, what I've gone through.
I think one of the first steps is to be real, and to acknowledge that whatever has happened has happened. And when we spoke about broken heart, one of the first things that came was loss of somebody, or you're going through a period of loss, or you're going through a period of breakage or wreckage and all those kind of things. And when you start being real, when you start being accepting that, oh, this is what it is, and when you start coming to the ground realities of how you have to stand up for yourself and move ahead and move on, you start taking simple steps like exercise, good amount of sleep, good food, the healthy kind of lifestyle, and start to shift your focus to something that is more on the positive side. Because yes, the loss is difficult to bear because you never expected it, and all of these things always come out of the blue without any warning. But one of the best things is to kind of, when you treat it, how you manage it is, you kind of become stronger. And you were emotionally broken because you were not alert or you were not aware. But now that you are, you kind of build yourself emotionally stronger. And the way to build that is, do more of mindfulness activities, meditation, prayer, and speak with people who are emotionally strong. And being along with them, seeing how they live their life, because everybody goes through life challenges. So when you meet and when you interact with emotionally strong people, you imbibe their characteristics and you're able to build on their strengths to become your strongholds. So I think these are the ways I would manage a kind of situation. And to be honest with you, one quick fix that I would do is, if something bad happens, I'll go in my room, I will just pour it out and put it out in front of God, and I'll just pray, and then I will wait for Him to kind of comfort me, because one of the names of God is God my comforter. So I would wait for Him to come and comfort me. Hey Bonnie, it's all right. So that is the way that I would do. But I think everybody has their own ways of managing it. But I think it's important to identify and manage as early as possible, because we all are in a social circle where we all play a very important role for somebody else whom we think that may not be visible because you're totally focused on that problem or the situation or the loss. So I think it's important for each one of us to identify and manage.
Very good, Bonnie. You spoke well about it. And from my perspective, I would say time can heal you completely.
Yes.
So give a little time so that we can breathe with that problem in. If something we can ignore, actually it's good we ignore it. But the loss of loved ones, or some loss, you cannot retrieve it back. Wait for some time, let the time gives the time so that I can grieve over it and I can pour out my emotions. Once my emotions are out, then my heart is ready to repair.
Okay.
And then I can think about the devotional activities. That means I can listen to some songs or some music or some talk. I can do it, or I can. Actually, personally speaking, I'm waiting for a right person to talk and tell what is in my heart, to make him or her understand what I'm going through because of this broken relationship or the broken heart, so that he can or she can speak to me with the pain what I'm going through. It is actually difficult to get a person like that.
Yeah.
If you have someone like that, you are actually one of the blessed person in this world, because it's very less to get people to understand the pain of the opposite person, maybe on the phone, maybe in social media, and give you an attention immediately. Then you are the blessed person in this world.
Totally.
Too less to get. I talk about some people go for shopping. I have seen people, those who are under real broken heart, go just for shopping, actually they're diverting their mind. They think that
Yes.
shopping is doing something good to them. No, actually they're wasting their money just to have a peace of mind because of some other reason.
Yeah.
And I've seen that women are actually victims of broken heart, and not only broken, I'm not saying men are not, but they will wait time to have all the pain. But I've seen men is themselves keep them occupied with some other activities,
Yeah.
so that they'll be out of the pain.
True.
I've seen boys after having a heated conversation with the spouse or the loved ones, and they just started playing mobile games and listen to songs.
Distraction. Yeah.
Yes, and I've seen that within no time they're out of that pain. But women maybe go to the bed or think about it more and get hurt and become victims and go depressed. So I really want all of us to be alert how both genders respond to this pain.
Correct.
And actually we need to come out of it.
Correct.
And as you said that sleep little more will help, eat little more may help it. Actually we are distracting ourselves, and so that this pain will be waved off as times goes by. So I think this way we all can manage pain, because we all have been victims and we know what we are talking about. Now let's talk about how we can prevent, because it is not good to be a victim of broken heart every now and then.
Yeah.
So how we can prevent ourselves from a broken heart in our further life?
I think the best way to prevent is, take enough precautions.
Right.
And how we already said about managing, one of the best ways to prevent is you already build a fortress around your life, and when you build that fortress around your life, you build it according to these activities that we spoke about. Eat well, sleep well, exercise well. See, nobody can foresee what's going to happen and what's going to come across you. But when you do all these activities and you start building up your emotional center, it becomes strong enough to be alert and aware of whatever challenge or whatever storm comes. There's this saying where, there's this entire story about a man who knows how to sleep in the storm. And the way how he sleeps in the storm is, he is prepared every night before he goes to sleep, that if the storm comes, how is he going to manage his household. So he sleeps even when the storm comes. Everybody else runs helter-skelter and rushing to kind of prevent themselves. He's already protected himself, and that is his prevention. So that's how he could sleep in the middle of a storm. And that applies to each one of us. And in the Bible also, we have this verse which says, guard your heart above all else, because it is from there that the issues of life come from. And when we kind of look at the Bible, the verse that way, it's easy to understand where if the Bible pinpoints your heart, it's your epicenter of emotions, and it also is a strategic point where any circumstance can attack.
Right.
Said, unsaid, announced, unannounced. If you protect it well, then whoever comes your door, you will know how to take care of them. If it's a rowdy guest, you know. If it's a guest which is a thief, you know. But if you protect your heart well, then I think prevention becomes a lifestyle.
Very well said, Bonnie. So from my side, as you said, the fence should be strong enough so that you are very aware who is going to come inside your heart, because guarding of heart is very important to avoid broken heart, because otherwise all will come and break your heart. So one experience is enough, two experience is enough. More than that, I need to make sure that who is going to enter into my heart. So there I need to have a question and make sure that if he is not a right person, or if it's a toxic person, I should not allow that person to get in. Understand there are categories of people, whereas in the closest space I have my spouse with me, my children, or my parents. These are the right people to be in my heart.
Correct.
Rest everything is outside the space.
True.
So understand, if these people hurt me, yes, I should get hurt, because they have all the right to be next to my heart, and whatever they spoken or done will hurt me.
Yes.
But others, understand, they are no more in your personal space and categorize them. Second thing is, I need to guard my heart very well, and whatever reaction from another person should not affect you, because you need to validate
Yeah.
what is their action. Is it something me to get hurt?
Mm.
Others just ignore it.
True.
This is something to do with the building your heart. Build your heart in such a way that any Tom, Dick, and Harry cannot come and destroy it and go. Why you need to bleed because of someone else nonsense? So this way you can build yourself. Then, as you said, that the key of our heart is in our hand.
Yes.
Do not give this key to others,
True.
so that you can keep your heart very guarded, so that further life will be better and you're able to focus whatever responsibility is given to you.
True. Very true.
I think we have spoken well on broken heart, because we all are victims like you, because we all have gone through this pain, and we might have cried over so many times and mourned over the lost. So if anyone is discouraged or going through any pain, we are free to acknowledge, and you can come to us to deal these scenarios, because we went ahead of you. So thank you for listening this particular episode, and we are coming back with another interesting topic next week. Till that, stay safe and stay happy. Thank you.